I'm going to be doing a set of Halloween nails. These Halloween nails are pirate themed. Here is my sketch. We've got a bunch of different pirate themed designs here. And the trickiest one I think is going to be doing this hat because I have to freehand that. So that will be fun. Let's get started. I'm going to start out with the toes. So let's show you all the stuff that you need for this. So we have our gelish foundation and top it off, gellusion and Virgo. We have G and Shark's Cove, Ella and Mia and Pistachio, Sally Hansen and Thinking of Blue, LA Colors. I'm not seeing a name on this one, but it's just a gold. And then we have Julie G and Cleopatra's Cobra. And then we have Julie G and Hot Cinnamon. And then we have Seche Vite in Alter Ego. This is just a plain black. And then we have Ulta in Snow White. This is just a plain white. And we have Emori crushed seashell, and this is a nail art, you know, so it's got like the fine tip. I'm gonna try doing the hat with this one, and then I'm gonna do the lace on the hat with this one. This one is Color Workshop and it's a gold. And then I have some Seche Vite quick dry top coat, a sponge to do the background for the mermaid. There's gonna be a mermaid. There's gonna be a lot of stuff on here. I've got my stamper and scraper because I might be using my stamping plates. Then I've got my nail glue. I've got 3 different kinds of glitter here. I got a holographic gold, teal kind of color, and a ruby red. I got several different types of pearls. I got these large pearls that are multicolored, and then I got these small white pearls, and then I've got some crystals here. These are just different shaped crystals. Then these are smaller little crystals, and then I have this wheel of crystals, and I have striping tape, and I have a seashell and fish scale water decal, some skulls. These are some Halloween nail stickers that I got off Wish. I'll leave the link to them down below. I'm gonna probably use these skulls on here. Then I have some stamping plates here. There's this that has the mermaids and some sea life. I might use some of that. These have feathers. I want to put a feather on the hat, so I might use some of that. And then we have some skulls and crossbones here that I might use. And then I have some tweezers, a rhinestone applicator, and a nail file. And the tips I'm going to be using today are going to be my coffin nail tips. So let's get started on the toenails. We'll start first by painting the big toe white with the Ulta Snow White. The next thing we're gonna paint is black with the Seche Vite on the second toe. And then we're going to paint black again on the middle toe. We're going to paint with this LA Colors gold on the second to the last toe. And then we're going to paint black again on the last toe. Okay, repeat the same process on the other nails. Okay, back on the first foot, we're going to paint the first big toe white again, the second coat, and then we're going to go to the second to the last toe with the Julie G Cleopatra's Cobra. Paint that over top, a second layer, and then we're going to take the gold glitter and take a little on our fingertip and have it on top of the second to last toe. This needs to dry completely before we move on to the next steps for finishing up the toes. And do the same thing on the other foot. It is symmetrical design on the toes. I think I'm going to go ahead and put on some skull stickers. I want to use some skulls on second toe right next to the big toe, and I think I'm going to use these 2 skull stickers here on each toe. Now I think I want to have the skulls facing towards the big toe. That will be more visually appealing. I also wanted to put rubies in the eyes of the skull, so I have these ruby red crystals in here. I'm hoping I have enough of them for the skull. And I need to paint over top of the eyes with a thin layer of seche vite. And then I need to take the crystals and place them on top of the eye. I think I like it better with just one ruby eye. I think that looks a little creepier. So I'm just gonna leave one ruby eye on there, and I'm gonna paint over top of it with more seche vite to help seal it in. And next we are doing the small white pearls on the middle toe. So paint on the top part of the middle toe, at the base of the middle toe, with the seche vite, and pick up some pearls and lay them out on the base of the middle toe. So I don't know if you can see that, but I did a little pearl half circle at the base of the middle toe. Now it's time to do the pirate stripes. So we're gonna need some striping tape. Oh, and we'll need some scissors for that. I don't know where my scissors are, so I'm gonna use my nail clippers. So we're gonna be doing black and white stripes. So you gotta lay out the striping tape across the white big toe. And I think I want these to be thicker stripes, so I'm gonna double up the striping tape. Lay one stripe on top of another, so the stripes are a little thicker. Okay, so we got our striping tape laid out. Now we need our black nail polish and paint that over top of the stripes. And take a pair of tweezers, pull off that striping tape. So let's put our seche vite over top of those nails. That's probably the most detailed toenail art I've ever done. It was worth it because they're really cute. Maybe what I should do is take my white striping nail polish, this is by Broadway, and try and clean up those white lines. That might make it look a little better. There, I think that looks a little better. Now do the same thing on the other side. Now it's time to move on to the fingernails. Okay, I picked out my coffin nails now, and it's time to file my fingertips to get them prepped for gluing on the nails. Okay, then we're going to take our dehydrator and paint our nails with the dehydrator. Okay, now it's time to glue on the nails. So I'm going to take my foundation, turn your nails upside down and count to 30, and then cure them. So first we're going to paint the pinky, and I'm going to start out by laying out a base of the mila pistache, I guess that's what it's called, nail polish, and then spray that with a demert nail dryer. And then the next nail is going to be painted black using the seche vite. And the next nail is going to be painted gold using the LA Colors gold nail polish. And the next nail is going to be painted white using the Ulta Snow White nail polish. And the final nail is going to be painted with this Julie G Hot Cinnamon nail polish. And real fast, we're gonna dust on red glitter. Ooh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Ooh. Now I'm going to paint over top of that red glitter real fast using my seche vite. Seal in that glitter so it doesn't get all over the place. Take our sponge and paint on layers of polish. We're going to start out with the lightest one, which is the pistache color. Next we're going to go to the gelish Shark's Cove and paint on a stripe of that. And then next we'll go into the gellusion Virgo and paint on a stripe of that. And then finally we'll go into the Sally Hansen, thinking of blue, and paint on, and we're gonna just dab that on the pinky now. Isn't that pretty? That's gorgeous. Okay, let's paint a layer of the seche vite over top of that so we can see how gorgeous that really is. Seal in that color. So that nail is done for the moment. The gold, now we're going to take gelish Cleopatra's Cobra and paint on top of that. And then we're going to take our gold glitter and dust that on top of, that's going to be our treasure nail. Next we want to paint on a second layer of Snow White. And now I'm going to stamp on the mermaid. I'm going to be using this Love Ohm 25 stamping plate that I got in my Fearless Nails, and it has a mermaid in the corner there sitting on a rock, and I'm going to use this black seche vite polish. Okay, that did not stamp very well, so I'm going to just use my little nail art pen to try and make it a little more prominent. And I'm going to use this LA Colors nail polish in dark blue and define the tail. Okay, we kind of got a mermaid going on there. Oh, that's right, I wanted to add some glitter to that. So I'm going to just take this, take some clear polish and paint the tip of the nail with clear polish and dip it into the glitter. So next we need to do our skull and crossbones. So for that one we're going to need to use this stamp on Celebration BPXL007. I will leave the link to this one. So we need to paint the skull here with the white, the Snow White. And now I'm going to go in with my white detail brush and define the skull. That looked pretty good. I think that's pretty good for freehand in it. We got our skull and crossbones now. Now it's time to work on the treasure chest. Let's spray the skull and crossbones so it doesn't get messed up. And the treasure chest should be fun. Okay, for the treasure chest, we want a seashell. So we're going to take this scallop shell on the mermaid stamping plate, and we're gonna take this white, snow white polish, and put that scallop shell on there. I think I'll try using some of the black on there. Or the crushed seashells by Emori. The seashell's definitely gonna take some finessing. It's starting to come together now. There, that looks like a seashell now. Now to add all the other treasures, we need some jewels. I'm gonna use a rhinestone. Let's put a rhinestone right there. And we'll get one of these tiny rhinestones and put it right there. And we'll get one of those ruby rhinestones and put it right there. So we got some jewels in our treasure chest, and now we want some pearls. So I'm going to start out with the big pearls. Got some pearls on there. Next I'm going to do the little pearls. And with the little pearls I kind of want to do like strands so they look like necklaces. Okay, look, that's all covered in pearls now. Next I'm going to take these little square rhinestones right here. I think those look the closest to diamonds or whatever. And now for the next nail, which is going to be black and white stripes. So we need our striping tape. Okay, so we got our tape on there, and now we gotta paint over top of it with the black polish. And then we have our black and white stripe nail. Next we need to paint our hat. I think first I'm going to paint the back of the brim. So that's kind of like a half circle. Next I'm going to paint the lace trim of the hat using the Gold Color Workshop. And for the hat for the brim of the hat I used the crushed seashells. So for lace I'm going to do little dots, and then I'm going to go around the outer end. I can do the top of the hat, so I'm going to take this gold again by Color Workshop and do kind of a half crescent shape, and then a line, and then more dots for the band around the hat. We're going to put the feather right there, but it needs to dry first. So while that's drying, let's add some pearls to the background. Now we're going to make like a necklace again. Alright, I'm not having much luck with the stamp on this hat, so I think I'm going to have to freehand a feather. So I'm going to use this gold polish and freehand a feather by doing a line and then branching out from that. I'll take my blue polish, that blue that we used for the mermaid tail, and I'm going to add some stripes to the feather. And now I'm going to take the white polish. And this one I have to be a little more meticulous about it. Okay, we got a feather going on there. Next we have to paint the outer brim of the hat. And for that we need to go back into the crushed seashells and do like a half circle right under the feather, right there. And finally we have to paint the lace trim on the outer brim of the hat. So once again we're going to paint little dots with the gold nail art brush. And I'm going to spray that with some demurrt to get it dry quicker. And then finally we have little skull and crossbones stickers, and I'm going to take one and place it on the brim of the hat. So these all need to dry before we seal them in with a final gel top coat. Okay, while I took a break for a second, I ended up letting my nails dry and painting on a layer of foundation and then a layer of top it off top coat. And this is what the left side looks like. I've got a mermaid, skull and crossbones, a treasure chest with a seashell, stripes, and a pirate hat with pearls. It's time to move on to the other nails. Okay, so for the pinky, we are going to paint it white with the Snow White by Ulta. The ring finger, we're going to paint red with the Julie G Hot Cinnamon. Then the middle finger we're going to paint white again with the Snow White. And you know what? I just realized I didn't put a foundation on. Hopefully that doesn't mess it up, but we'll see. I don't really want to take off the polish now. Okay, so the next one is the Seche Vite Black, but if you were to do this yourself, I would put a foundation on before you paint the nails. With a design as complicated as this, you're bound to make multiple mistakes. The thumb we're going to do with the LA Colors Gold. Now the pinky we're going to paint once again with the Snow White. And then we're gonna take the red glitter real quick and dust that on the nail. We need this Julie G Cleopatra's Cobra, and then we need the gold glitter, and we're just gonna dump that on there. Go over top of the gold glitter with Cleopatra's Cobra again. That's gonna be another treasure nail. Go ahead and work on our treasure nail. So I want to use some of these rhinestones. I'm going to use this aqua blue rhinestone right here. I'm going to place it kind of at an angle right there. I'm going to take this red because that's more of a purple. Purple oval rhinestone. And I'm going to place that over here. I'm going to go with the large pearls first. Now we're going to take our smaller pearls. Okay, we got pearls. Now it's time to add some of these rhinestones. I think that's pretty good and blinged out. And the pinky is going to be black and white striped, so I need to get the striping tape. Okay, so now I got my stripies on and it's time to paint my stripes. So I'm going to use the black nail polish. Then we're going to do the middle finger. The middle finger we're going to do with water decals. And we're using seashells on the bottom part and the mermaid skin on the tip. Okay, we got some seashells on the bottom part of the nail. Now we're going to need the mermaid scales on the top part of the nail. Now we're going to trim that. And then I'm going to take a little bit of striping tape and just place that in between the mermaid skin and the seashells. Okay, we got our stripe on there, and I think I'm going to add some pearls along that line too. So let's get our pearls, and we're going to add a top coat. Okay, now I'm going to add some large pearls. Okay, we got all of our nails finished, except for we have to do skulls and crossbones on this nail. I'm kind of tempted to just use a sticker on it because that would be a lot easier than painting it. Okay, we're going to use this skull on this sheet right here. To make this look a little more authentic, I'm going to paint over top of the sticker so it looks like I painted on the skull. And now to do the crossbones. So this is what the finished nails look like before putting on the top coat. We've got stripies, we've got a plain red glitter nail, we've got seashells with pearls and mermaid scales, we've got a skull and crossbones, and we got treasure. Time to add our foundation, turning it over and counting to 30, and then placing it under the UV. So here are my toes. I have stripes, I have a skull with a ruby eye. I have black with pearls. I have gold, and then I have just plain black. And then on my left hand I have a pirate hat, stripes, treasure with the seashell, a skull and crossbones, a mermaid, and then on my right hand I have some treasure, skull and crossbones, seashells, pearls, and mermaid scales, ruby red glitter, and stripes.